Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night. Winston Cup action from Nazareth Speedway, the classic. I don't even know how do you describe this place. Some call it a road course because it's got so many different turns to it, but it's an oval, it's a quirky one. It's a lot of fun. It's technically my home track, so I'm your host, Shawn with my partner in crime, Milt Jr. Ready to call this one live for... How many laps we got tonight, Milty?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we are both run ragged right now, so we might get a little silly. There ain't even anything adult in this. This is just Coke Zero, and I'm just that spent. It is a 90-lap race tonight.
I pulled in the Nazareth.
I was feeling about half past dead, all right.
I said, wait a minute, Chester.
You know, I'm a peaceful man. But, a man has his limits. And, yeah.
Kids, man, so.
Today was the last day where they actually had to do anything for their distance learning. Mondays, I don't even know why they're doing Monday. Monday's another half day. I think they're all just going to play games over Skype or, well, Google Meet, really. And that's going to be it. And then their Chromebooks, thank goodness, can go back to the school so I can get those things out of my hair so they can stop messing with those. It's been an interesting 3 months, but we're ready to forget all that crap and go racing.
Quarantine.
What
we have here is Nazareth, 49.46 mile D-shaped oval.
Originally billed as a 1 mile track, excuse me, and IndyCar made them remeasure it. And that's why that gets that weird .9 something.
This is the Andretti track right here, man.
Yeah, the Andretti's American hometown here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. I worked at the media center. Let's see if I can point towards it. Right, kind of over there, over that yellow cab semi-truck. There's the media center. I worked in there for a couple of races. It's gone now. This track's gone. But it was a fun one. It was a unique shape, a unique feel, and it's a shame that some of those tracks are gone. But we're gonna keep it alive tonight with this beautiful John Norton WKC version. We got Brian Lamb in chat giving us odds. Doris Gately cheering Slim on. I think I saw Tom Jackson there.
Oh, you look at the starting grid, and there's
that
guy that's been doing great the last couple of weeks, and all of a sudden tonight, 89, Alex Jarvie gets the pole. Yeah,
look at that. I think I'm pretty sure that's his first Friday night pole, so congratulations, Alex. He got his first truck win recently at Bristol, which was definitely exciting for him. He's been doing great things. We're glad to have him, and now a full-fledged member of the FSB family from Canada, Mr. Alex Jarvie. On the pole with the 89 car. Dan Irvine in the 27. What did Lamb gave him? Lamb gave him 3-1 odds. I'm not a gambling guy, so I don't really know what that stuff means. It says 15 cars 2-1. Shouldn't 15 be an odds on? I'm pretty sure that should be an odds on. It should be pretty much the field versus 15 anywhere you go.
Watching West Dobbs right now. He's qualified like 7th place and negotiating this track and braking and the dog leg. This is really basically acts like a tri-oval short track. And
yeah, we just hopped on board Slim's car there, and he smacked the wall immediately through that little dog leg at the start-finish line, and he loops it off of one.
Forget this race. This track is seriously difficult from every aspect, including the pits, pit road. We seen last year. It was a crazy race, and we got 28 cars out here, so.
Yeah, we got quite a field out here tonight. Moving through the field some more. I'll get a little wider view so you can hear me there. Dan Irvine, as you shows you around this track. Well, so that, see that little kink, see the start finish line, then there's immediately this really severe, kind of got to hang on and shut up kind of kink there, and that's probably the trickiest part of the track. You can lose a lot of speed through there, or knock the right side of your car off. But Dan Irvine's starting from the outside pole. Dave Ellens, the 115, continues some momentum of late, puts the 115 in the 3 spot. Ken Shea, he likes quirky tracks, he likes short tracks. I think this qualifies as both. Look for the 91 to be making his presence known tonight in that 91 car. Johnny Doucette, Jim Christopherson, the Highwayman in the 40 car. Wes Dobbs, a good top 10 qualifying run there. Bill Yarborough, looking good in a similar track last night, Walt Disney World Speedway in the FSP Truck Series. He was like, I don't know how to get around this track. I don't know if I want to race it. And next thing I know, he's sitting in second place. So he can probably do some good things here too. Keith Cordier, look at that nice run for a fellow Jersey boy there. Getting some home. Yeah, nobody talks like that, Milty. Nobody but Joe Piscopo talks like that on Saturday Night Live. I am born and raised my entire life here. I do not sound like that. There we go. Jeff Habek, also a nice top 10 run there for him. Pops Markison, Matt Stewart, Steve Weber, Rick Castle, Ed Fowler, Ryan Johnson, Brad Otto, and Chris Landry rounding out your guys turning qualifying laps. Once again, your past champions, Matt Watkins, Mark DeSenza.
Oh, here we go. This is a pecker sticker moment. They're sticker pecker.
Oh, look at that! Jordan McGregor and Slim Jim. They got the shotgun on the field starting spot. That's what they were going for. They wanted to be all the way at the back, get some nice clear pit stalls in front of them, and work their way through the field. So that's going to be fun to watch, because I mean, this track is not known for being easy to pass on. That's going to be one of the stories of the night, is patience.
Looking at the different camera angles here, we'll have to see how that pans out.
Right now I'm on TV1. There's TV2. Spectator looks pretty good, and you can see the cement plant in the background there. That was the landmark as you approached the speedway.
We've seen them practicing and crashing, frankly, in practice in one lane. Now they're going to have to do it in 2 lanes until they can sort it out. Just going to have to really, I'm sure that's why that drivers' meeting was so long. They were definitely talking about how they want this race to start and start clean.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to turn this into a caution fest. The FSB pace car is on the access road, which we will be using tonight for pits.
Nice.
Alex Jarvie leads the field to green. Yeah, look at that. Shout out to Brad Otto in the 31 for hooking Milty up with that hat. I'm sure mine's in the mail. He's just down the street from Milty.
Oh boy, they're really close right now. That's what you need to do, though, is get in line and get single file and let those tires warm up. Wow, Johnny Doucette, the 58 Old Spice car, really wide there, going through turn 3. 3 corners here. See through.
Oh, we got caution already.
Yeah, we got a caution. To be honest with you, as far as driving, I haven't driven this track, so I'm kind of watching it like you guys, learning the track as we're watching.
Turn 1, man, I don't know if there's any other turn on the circuit that I'd compare it to. You just kind of got to float it in there. You float it in there, you kind of double apex it, and yeah, very flat turn. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of like New Hampshire, but not quite as torturous. It's got an elevation change in it too, so probably more like North Wilkesboro, to be honest. Turn 2.
Oh, boy. Rick Castle almost ran in the back of Kevin Mays there. That was close. Don't know who was involved in that incident. But
Yeah, I'm looking for it now, and I think I found it. Yes, I did. I'll say turn 2 is probably a bit more like Rockingham. You can get as far as turns 3 and 4 in Rockingham go. And then the dog leg is just like if you ever drove Talladega on the original NASCAR racing, NASCAR 1, where you had to turn the wheel completely left and hope it stuck. That's what the dog leg's like here. It's very flat, and it's you either hit that corner or you die. And I believe I found our incident here. I'll bring it up. The 92 and the 12 seemed to both want to. Looks like no. Take that back. Like the 92 just got a little loose through that dog leg, like I was talking about, and the 12 came barreling in there and got a piece of him.
Man,
and you see how fast that caused the closing rate to go up. So here we go, following here with the 12, and yeah, because he was out of shape. He tried to get under and just didn't quite stick.
I'm typing in the my cousin David Buddy, actually from Bakersfield's watching tonight.
Nice.
So got some family watching actually.
Oops, the replay label didn't clear. So on the start, we saw the 15 of Matt Watkins already up to 15th spot. So he's making some moves early.
I want to make sure I'm not.
Yeah, Matt started this race 20th, so he's already picked up 5 spots in just a couple of green flag laps. Alright, we got the lights back off on the FSB pace car. Here, 6 laps in. Single file start.
That guy, Matt Watkins, up to 15th. And coming. He's on a roll. Won last week.
One last night at Disney World, which is a similar kind of quirky track.
That's the bullseye of the guy that you need to watch at all times.
Absolutely.
He could do it any way you need it to be done. Save fuel, run hard, be patient, everything in between.
There we go. Alex Jarvie leads us back. 27 to Dan Irvine. In hot pursuit through the dogleg.
Matt Stewart in that bullseye car.
58.
Some action in front of him, too wide. And now Matt Watkins coming up on him. Matt's got skills, man. He is definitely battling on the outside. And there's a car in the wall in front of him.
We're still green, though.
Who was that? My gosh, I missed it. The one-on-one of Jeff
Yeah,
Abbott.
one-on-one of Jeff Abbott stuck to the wall.
Just a little left gap there. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Jim Gailey, Jordan McGregor, Dan Jones, and Mark DeCinza all in a pack. That's a beehive wanting to get to the honey here. But these guys are running fast in front of them. They got TG Reese. Brad Otto running well there. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. Matt Stewart leading that pack. And Matt Watkins is got by another car there, of the 2 car of Ed Fowler. Mr. Bojangles.
Oh, looks like Dave Ellens is around. Caution on the speedway once again.
Front, Dave has been fast all year, and with that badass Cadillac looking 57 Chevy, I'm sorry, looking front end. I think the fins in the back got beat up a little bit, man. And
yeah,
caution is out.
Yeah, it's that toughest part of the track.
Dan Jones, what are we looking at fuel for and tires here, bud?
Meanwhile, here is the caution. It was Dave Ellens, as we noted. He got just a little loose through the dog leg.
We got a lot of laps on. Projected laps 42 with estimated fuel remaining at 18.
And 4, thanks, bud.
80 laps.
Oh, how's your race going? You guys,
hey, all these fast guys are behind me.
pass.
Yeah, I let all the fast guys by, and I'm just going to follow them through the pack.
That's a good strategy.
So you see if I get a top 10.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they're crashing under caution.
Oh, no, they came in hard, didn't they?
Huge lick. Somebody, oh my gosh, was it the 92?
A bunch of cars were stopped, and here came the
Barreling in there.
12 had to stop, and I think the 76.
Wow. Was it the guy that got
92
spun out here on the front straight?
No.
Trying to catch up the pack, I thought, maybe.
Looked like everybody was just trying to catch up, and then there was just a big pile in there.
Well,
yeah,
that's the thing about sim racing, especially these smaller tracks. The pace car does not behave like a normal pace car, so you have to basically stop on the backstretch and wait for the pace car to catch up.
Yeah, Milt caught that right on. Yeah, that's what happened. We slowed right down almost to a stop.
So you have to be aware of that, your spotter and your teammates and yourself. You're the driver and the pit crew. The only resources you have is like your teammates. All these guys are in team channels.
Yeah, best to go.
A lot of them, and some are in the racing channel, and they go back and forth to make sure, if they need to hear anything from, the powers that be. So. Oh, wow. Got to expect some cautions here. This is a really tricky track, and obviously when you make a mistake under caution like that, you feel horrible, and it's just one of those things. Especially if you're new, it's a learning curve you have to go through. And then tracks you haven't been to before,
That's always tough.
You practice so much on trying to be fast, and then you got to get your pit stops nailed. But getting the racecraft under race conditions is just the only way you learn is when you're in the race.
Unless we have a staff of 200 of engineers and
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't.
I couldn't believe how many of those guys have. Holy. That's kind of like cheating.
Looks like Sam's picking Ken Shea.
Lest we forget, the leader of the race still the 89 car of Alex Jarvie.
Will Farmer checking in from the campsite, watching the race from a campfire. I think that's a good.
That's so cool, man. On the phone.
That's a good deal.
He's just a great kid.
Yeah, he is.
He just graduated too, didn't he?
Is he graduate, or is he? I think he's a. Nah, well, you were a junior this year, weren't you, bud?
He was holding up a grad sign.
Was he?
Him and another kid, yep.
Oh shit.
I think maybe I'm wrong. I saw him. He's a redheaded guy, right?
No.
Oh, then he's the other kid, then the better-looking kid. I hadn't seen a picture of him yet. There's two of them holding up a grad sign on Facebook.
You know, you got Dan Irvine behind you. Dan does this stuff for real, and he does it on tracks like this. So this guy is a great short track driver, and he is all over the back of Alex Jarvie. Welcome to FSB, man. And there we go. Oh, Jarvie right by the wall there.
Got
You
Billy
have several
Yarborough.
lines what I see as far as how you drift and how you roll into the corner. Like I said,
Oh, big wreck on the front stretch. No, they held it. Wow. They went 3 wide through the short chute going up to the dog leg there, and oh, Jordan McGregor sideways through the grass and holds it. Oh, man, it's getting spicy back here.
Alex Jarvie continues to lead, air on the nose, nobody in front. You just got to hit your marks. Wide sweeping through these corners, and look how he gets a great apex coming off the corner.
Yes, Will, I know.
Entry for all these. Oh boy, he gets loose right there. That's a sticker pecker moment.
This looks like 27 took the green flag, Will, so it wasn't worth adding for 3 spots.
And Irvine's putting the pressure on. And then there's Skiji there, Ken Shea. Still not seeing his paint, man, but you're seeing it. So.
I'm not. I think he lost.
No, you're seeing a different one.
Yeah, I got a default. I got the default set.
There, yeah.
Oh, caution out again.
Serious dude. And the caution is out. Yeah, well, 89's really holding his own there, man. Seeing you in the chat. Definitely.
Looks like Pops and his teammate, the great one, the GOAT, Matt Watkins, were both involved here in our third caution. And you see Pops just got a little loose. 15 of Matt Watkins had to check up, keep off him, and that's a gentle spin to the inside. There shouldn't be any real damage from that, but that does put us back under the caution, and
yeah, Matt should be okay.
It.
That wasn't a hard lick. He got on it, but well, you know, sometimes the physics are damage model are fickle, you know. But Pop's definitely, you know, Pop's just really feisty today. The oldest driver in the league.
He's gotten better, man.
Pre-race, he was really. I don't know, he was feeling it, man, so, you know.
I find in these cars, I take a little hit at the beginning, but the second hit doesn't go as well. If you were to bump the wall.
Absolutely, so, you know.
Well, they're trucks, basically, underneath, so they've got they're simulating the already flat side of a truck.
Yeah, well,
so usually as long as you don't mess up the nose or the tail, you'll be okay.
For those that don't know, what we're talking about is basically with stock cars in NASCAR 2003, there are 3 main kinds of physics. You know, there's the Pro Cup, and then there's the
4,
GNS, which is more like a Grand National car, and then there's the CTS physics, which is also used in trucks. So when he's talking about, you know, that it's physics of a truck, that's because it's the same game physics as the trucks, which are
same horsepower,
everything.
Same aerodynamic profile. They just look like 1988 cars.
Which is actually, you know, when you consider what these cars were, they, with those physics, they probably run a little bit faster than they would back in the day.
Yeah, they definitely had more downforce on a 2003 truck versus a 1988 Winston Cup car. But I think the Winston Cup cars had a little more power back then, especially at the super speedways. The main difference here is super speedway racing with these versus 88. Because the Miller High Life machine, which you sometimes see people run here, that almost went through the fence at Talladega in 1988. That led to the era of restrictor plates as we know them now.
So what do we know about, basically what we know, especially if you're a driver trying to simulate all this, is how far you can go on gas and tires. But then you see the trend of the race, and it's you're expecting more cautions probably right now.
I think you can go about 50 on the tires, right?
We've got 34 left. So we've gone, 80 laps. We've gone 10. So 44 laps, say 40 laps.
Yeah, I think you can make it to the halfway point here and then pit. And
I think that'd be the smart plan, right?
Yep. Just track position, track position, track position. And right now, Alex Jarvie has the track position and leads us back to green once again. And Dan Irvine is all over him. Ooh, Jim Christopherson.
Every one of these restarts are different, man. You got to execute. Supreme focus on these guys in their rigs, at their houses, all over the world. Sim racing like this is pretty amazing.
And there we have Slim Jim Gately up to 16th there on the right side, with Jordan McGregor and Mark DeSenza in front of him, as they go to work on the 53 of TG Reese. Man, that dog leg is not where I want to pass, and neither is roughing someone up through turn 1, but looks like everybody holds on to it. No harm, no foul. And here comes the freight train.
Running well again. We just keep seeing him running top 10 every race now. The 40 car is definitely wants to be a factor in this race. Billy Arbo behind him. Eddie there. We know him. We know he's always going to be in that top 10.
Dan Irvine is really working on Alex Jarvie, but he opens the door for Ken Shea on the bottom.
Way wide, but he powers off the corner, so he's he lost a little bit of momentum to
Meanwhile,
Bill is grateful.
Those checkered flag teammates are playing a little bump and go with the bumpers there. No harm, no foul, and yellow is back in the air, just not for those guys.
You gotta see, they're gonna have to pit here pretty soon,
Oh, tough break for Dave Ellens. Looks like he is racked up his second of the night. That's another solo spin. So here he is going through the dogleg, trying to make the pass right behind Dan Jones, and he just gets a little loose there on the curbing. Lazy spin, no contact, but again, that's a second, and he retires it on the spot.
Well, he's got damage already, so that's even with those 1957 Chevy fins there. I don't know.
Plus the 2-incident rule, though. The first one was a solo spin, and so was this one. Yeah. So he correctly parks it. We got the 27 hitting pit road here, all by himself.
Yeah, I was thinking somebody's going to...
3, 30, 23 all in, and the 25.
Okay.
See if they know something I don't.
Well, what you're going to see is multiple strategies. What Irvine's thinking here is, I think we're going to have more cautions. So next time, I'm going to stay out. I'm going to get tires now and then stay out next time and get my track position. And then later in the race,
maybe
this thing will stay more green, and we'll have a good finish, and I'll have good track position.
And there goes Slim Jim and Jordan McGregor.
Three's probably out later because he took some hit on the wall. He's probably fixing that damage.
See the 124, the 25, 101, 68. Yep, here comes Mark DeSenza, bringing up the rear of these cars, pitting, like you said, probably because of that damage.
Definitely advantaged on pit road there if you're on that straight line in that top 8 pit stalls versus having to pit on the corner there. Another thing about this track, which they all got the, pits like that. I mean, definitely qualifying up front is advantageous. But then you got these guys that qualified or didn't qualify. With the,
breathing down your neck. Moving closer
so
and
they
closer.
got good pit stalls too.
Yep.
Slowly I turn, inch by inch.
I know, right? You got to be thinking about that if you're up front. Where are they? Where are those
Niagara
guys?
Falls.
20 laps to go, and all of a sudden they just poke their heads out.
And we were about a third of the way in here.
About the 89 of Alex Jarvie is, I think I got the best car out here, and I got the best track position. And as long as I execute, you're going to have to come through me.
Uh-oh, TJ Reese just popped out.
Oh, tough luck for TJ.
Oh, he's back. Great, another warper.
Internet racing for you.
Sometimes that stuff just happens, and hopefully it's just a little hiccup.
Yeah, it was the 12 last time I ended up inside of my car.
Oh no, bad memories of the Philadelphia experiment last week there.
Yeah.
Steve Weber and Ed Fowler doing what they've been doing for their whole careers, and that's finding their way into the top 10, battling.
But look at the 6th place car, Matt Watkins.
Wow.
Where did he come from?
Yep. And Brad Otto, he's gone in and got new tires, so I haven't gone in yet.
With those guys pitting and him staying out, he's got track position.
Yep. And he knows how to race those tires anyways.
All right, Alex Jarvie still in control after 30 laps. This time restarting with Ken Shea on his 6. Green flag in the air. Back to racing.
P9 in the...
Oh, 76 and 27 get together in the dog leg, and...
Caution is out.
Caution has bred caution.
Just going to say, Will Dobbs in that Phillips 66 car. That's some old school stuff right there, baby. Oh, boy. And they raced back to the line there, and that was close. Between the 90 and the 66. No harm, no foul, no blood, no contact.
So that's one thing I don't like about getting off sequence. Man, especially this early in the race.
Now, what these other guys going to do, they're going to pit. They're going to give up track position. What do you do? What do you do?
You don't pit.
You don't pit.
I think you stay the course.
Halfway point.
Lamb's saying, "What's up, Dan?"
Where's Lamb? He should be racing us.
Yeah, where is... he said his gym is closed, so I don't know what else he's doing.
Well, yeah, lots of things going on down south. You know? My daughter lives there, but she did get to do her first modeling shoot in a while, so that was...
awesome.
That is good.
Well, she
Looks like Alex Jarvie. Alex Jarvie is going to fake him.
When they filmed them, she didn't have a mask on.
Oh, naked.
But she looks beautiful. Me and my wife are like, how the heck did we make that? You know? We're ugly.
Lamb is sulking.
I'll take it. Barrett in the house. Lamb is sulking. It's Friday night, FSB Racing.
Lamb is sulking, and Alex Jarvie is dominating this race. 34 consecutive laps led to open this up. I think you're gonna have to get a tractor beam to pull him into the pits off this track. He's gonna run that thing till it goes dry, I think.
I'm blind and just couldn't see coming in. Lamb.
Yikes. Why are you blind?
Tom
Get dilated
Jackson,
today?
What's the drinking word for today? I don't know. Tom's lifting his glass there, so
I just had...
let's say Watkins, you know. So Watkins. Okay, you gotta take a drink.
How about car around in the dog leg? That'll be your... Take a shot.
That's pretty good, man.
Think the light's going to turn off
That
right about...
man in the 91.
No.
One more lap around.
One more.
P2 now. That is Ken Shea. If you guys don't know who he is, we know who he is, and I think the 89
where was he
Alex
hiding
Jarvie
for
is
about a
about
year?
to see the veteran, great short track driver. When he is on like Donkey Kong. I'm telling you what.
And he likes these quirky tracks. He likes these short tracks.
He does. Great dude, great skill, and doesn't race all the time, but when he does, he's ready. Christopherson up to third there. We're just seeing the cat and mouse here, and the fact that these guys are very close in speed. So this is going to be a strategy game and track position game.
Yeah, best part about this track as opposed to Daytona or Talladega is there's a slowdown in the corner so you can catch up.
Yep, time off throttle is what produces passing when you don't have draft.
It makes it a really good track for racing if we can get it going here.
Johnny Doucette up to sixth. The 58 Old Spice car has been on it today. A big cactus Steve Weber behind. Ed Fowler. Wes Dobbs having a run here. Obviously, a lot of these newer guys are badass. They're, they've run in other leagues or whatever, but these are skilled professional sim racers, and they're showing that. Matt Stewart, T.G. Reese.
Once again, here at lap 37 of 90, Alex Jarvie takes us back to green.
I hate to kiss of death, but I got to talk about dudes when I see it. And what I'm seeing is the 31, my homeboy, Brad Otto, really stepping up his short track game and running as well as I've seen him.
Major.
Goes right into him. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God,
the
Milty.
Kiss of death. Hey, he got on the binders. That wasn't a hard lick. Almost, actually, his car went all the way sideways.
And he does the right thing. He holds the brake down, lets the traffic go by.
He saw it, and the U.S. Marine got on it, but dadgummit. Shoot. Anyway, I got to finish what I was saying anyway, but he's, as you've seen, great. Frankly, he's won in super speedways, but, this type of racing wasn't his forte. You can see he's put the work in and upgraded equipment. A lot of that is having the right stuff,
Bunch more people into the pits. We got Fowler going in. We got.
I think he'll be okay, though.
And, man, you got a nice up-close view of that one, Dan. In fact, we're going to ride on board with you here through this wreck. And you can't see much going into the corner there, and there's just smoke. Where are they going to go? And whoa, there they are.
Hit those brakes and hopefully pointed in the right direction.
You see the line coming out of that corner is to wash up high on the track, and you had to yank it back down. So good job missing that.
Thanks, bud.
A quick shout out to my co-worker George Perez watching.
Hey, thanks for joining us, George.
Okay, so now what do? You know, I mean,
man, you're not quite at that halfway mark like we wanted, but we're going to restart close to
my
it.
pit crew. Tell me what to do here.
Yeah. I think you got Jarvie up there, so do you follow his lead? And Jim there, Christopherson, famous singer.
Say that
I was a highwayman.
Or wasn't he in Bouncer? What was that show?
Chris Christopherson?
Yeah. No, he wasn't in that one.
In a show? I don't think so. He's
Chris Christopherson, man. Come on, man.
He's one of the all-time great songwriters, though. One of the absolute best. One of only 2 highwaymen left,
he got
too.
The chicks back in the day, too, man. I'm telling you.
So my tire show may be 10% wear.
Yeah, it was in way too many movies. I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, way many movies. Yeah, I knew he was in movies. I didn't know he was on regular on any shows. I knew he did movies, though.
Well, I mean, when you got to go for it. Oh, whoa. What do we have here in the Folgers car? I'd like to proudly announce that he's my new teammate for our Donkey Bob team. And we are going to be in the same car running the 24 Hours Le Mans. And I'm supposed to practice after this. And, you know, I'm going to be hammered, so I probably won't do very well. But I got to get on the track, you know, and just join our team. So, and we're going to run the 24 Hours Le Mans together. How about that?
That's quite a pickup there. He's a real hot shoe. He's your defending Winston Cup champion.
I mean, it doesn't take no brains to just sit and watch what I've watched him do the last couple of years here. It's clean driving, sportsmanship, and desire to do. He's got a YouTube channel, you know, check that out.
Yeah, in fact, if you go to
a family friendly YouTube channel, he's going to be running all different kinds of sims. I mean, he's run real cars. Check out his intro he's got on his YouTube channel, and you'll get, you know, really neat to get a bird's eye view of what this guy is like. And
yeah, anyone who wants to find that, by the way, just go to the FSB Racing Live main channel, and I've added it there under the Friends of FSB section.
Thanks,
it's right there.
This guy's, and you know, he's going to do that, but he sure as heck is not going to be missing any races here either. So, you know, he just loves sim racing, like different kind of stuff, and he is all over Dan Jones and by Dan Jones.
See you later, Dan. We got Dave Ellens
there. It looks like he's starting to get on the move. He's been on the move. They started in the back, you know.
Dave Ellens joining us here in the booth. Tough break there tonight. Spinning out.
The car way down low and by TG Reese.
I don't think Milt actually hears me.
Rolling.
Yep, I got you. How you doing, Shawn?
Hey, thanks for checking in, Dave. Tough break there, man. Oh, we got some smoke coming off the dog leg here, but everybody holds on to it. We got Matt Watkins there on the right. So, yeah, it looks like that dog leg was your undoing there tonight, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know what. I haven't run a lot of laps here, and, you know, right after the green flag, I just ran out of talent. So it was one of those nights.
Oh, now we do have caution on the
especially
speedway.
Since you were so fast, you know, I mean, you had a great car, qualified up front, but you know, I mean, you pack it up, and get them next week, you know.
Yeah, that's how I figure it. You know, it was fun while it lasted, and good track, and it's a blast running this track. It's like a road course, but round and round.
Yeah, and you're a great road racer, so we'll definitely see that at Riverside this year or wherever we're running road course.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there, but no, it was disappointing tonight. I just couldn't keep it straight, and I was running with Dan Jones and Rick Castle, and we were having a blast. Those guys are fun to race with.
Absolutely, man. So Well, we'll be seeing you soon, and great job, man, and glad you're okay.
Yeah, I had to go find an adult beverage, but I think I'll be better now.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you something. While I
hang out and watch the rest of the race, bro.
While I was looking for the source of this caution, I saw something else in my Alt 6 review there. 89 of Alex Jarvie, who you see on pit road now, he has smacked the wall, and you can see the right side of that car is potato chipped pretty good.
Oh, he was fast, too.
He was fast. He was leader all the way up until now, and now he's going to pit for 4 tires and some damage repair. But meanwhile, the source of our caution seems to have been the 90 car here, which we'll have up on the screen now. And we'll see, once again, your source of trouble was that dog leg. That darn dog leg. Gets in there just way too high, and it loops on him.
That's going to get a lot of people tonight. I think it's tough to get through there by yourself, let alone side by side.
Yeah, well, most of them have been solo spins through there, or people just getting out of shape and then getting hit. He came in way too high into it. Yeah, he came in way too high.
Wow.
Way too high. You can't yank the car down through there. You gotta, you know, time the line just right.
Yeah, you gotta be gentle, but and you know that's the way it goes.
So
now we are
Dave,
past halfway.
You want to broadcast the rest of this race?
Well, I'm going to go hang out and watch and let you guys have fun up here.
All right, bud.
Hey, what you got on the grill tonight, Dave?
Oh, it's back to the 57 Chevy.
No, I mean, I always see you posting stuff that you're grilling on Facebook there and stuff.
Oh, Shawn, we made jerky today and enchiladas and all that stuff. So, yeah,
awesome.
Got time to finish it off.
Man, I never. If you're not hungry, just load up Dave Ellen's Facebook feed, and you will
thanks,
be.
Man, because I'm starving.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. Hey, thanks.
All right, thanks, man.
Tonight, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, take care, Dave. Thanks for joining us. The driver of the 115 retired a little early from the race, but we always love to hear from Dave Ellens. All right, Dan. So what have you got up your sleeve here for the rest of this race?
Wow, I have enough gas to finish. I don't think anybody else does, except for the people behind me.
All
Unless
right.
we have a lot of caution, so.
Yeah, that is something you got to factor into it. I can tell you, Alex Jarvie. I don't know if you heard me saying that when I was searching out the source of this last caution. The 89 car did catch the wall pretty significantly through the dogleg lap before this caution happened. We'll see how that affects him through the rest of the night.
That'll explain why I beat him out of the pits then.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to get that fixed because he smacked it hard.
As the crow flies. Guess who's in P3 there? Step yourself into a Slim Jim. I haven't seen Doris on the chat, but...
No, she was here. She checked in when we were on standby there.
Cool.
So, Mama Gately, your boy is up there in the top 3. His strategy is playing out. We know he pitted earlier. I don't think he can go to the finish.
Well, we talked about Dave Ellens talking about rolling with the 124, Rick Castle, and there he is, P4. Christopherson in the lead here.
And Christopherson in the lead. He's on old tires. He has not pitted the entire length of this race, and we are back to green. With Jordan McGregor breathing down his neck with much fresher tires.
McGregor again. I just got a feeling he's going to come forward here. But, you know, when you get closer you get to the top, the harder it is to pass.
It absolutely is.
Then you got Mark DeSiza coming up, and he's gotten by the 27 of Dan Irvine.
Pops Margerson gets high off 3 and 4 there. Looks like he's going to let the 54 Billy Yarbrough go.
Tons of spots right now.
Ryan Johnson's looking for the spot through the dog into turn 1, actually.
Once you get to the outside, it's definitely apparent that you can't get back in easily. He gets back in right in front of the 25 car of Keith Cordier.
Oh, here we go. Pass for the lead, Jordan McGregor.
Attack between the two of them, and Pops is in the wall. Keith almost loses it. Power slide, and they come out alive. No caution.
And no caution. Meanwhile, the 30, Jordan McGregor just sails on by the 40. Those new tires or newer tires, just too much for the 40 to overcome.
Loose as heck, man. I mean, he almost lost it again. Trying to get it back under you. Once you get those tires angry, and car in front of him into the wall.
Oh, the 3 of Mark DeSenza is backwards in the wall. No caution so far. Caution is out now. Caution on the speedway.
Boy, man, I tell you what, Cordier had he was sideways. Pops did a good job there managing that. I think it was just a racing deal, and Pops kind of rim righted and scraped the wall there, but definitely Keith saw the hole. You know, if you're a racing car driver, you got to go for it. That's what Ayrton Senna said.
Yeah, but Ayrton Senna, while he was a god amongst race car drivers, he was also certifiably insane.
Well, you know, I mean, the great ones have their own things. Like Mark Donohue was just a obsessive engineer, and his passion was, you know, the whole package. He changed racing. There's guys like my dad who just was born to drive a race car or any car, and would scare the heck out of you, no matter if it was in a Toyota pickup. There's just people like that, you know.
Well, there is the source of your caution. Looks like Mark DeSenza just got a little bit of help there. We turned 3 and 4. Well, reserve judgment, but the 91 and 3 made contact. The end result is a left side slap for the number 3.
So we're broadcasters, not policymakers, but that's pretty safe to say it got into him.
I will have to say there have been times I thought something went one way or another when we're on the broadcast, and then I got asked to review it on the next day, and I looked at it from another perspective and like, you know what? I think I called that one wrong live. So it happens. That's why we say those are non-binding.
And we got fans out there that can tell us we're full of it, you know, too.
They only see the angles we show them, so sometimes I go back and look from the helicopter and say, you know, that could have actually gone a different way.
Well, you do a great job showing an awful lot. Good thing it wasn't up to me. We'd be in a world of hurt.
It looks like the left side of that Wrangler car, not too worse for wear. I don't see any creases in the hood. That's usually a telltale sign if there's aerodynamic damage. Back end's a little wavy. I think he'll be okay.
Okay, I'll step away for a minute. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
Ding! Okay, so we are past halfway. We have had quite a lot of cautions so far.
Jim Christoph. We'll beat Charlotte though tonight.
I don't think we'll beat Charlotte Truck Race tonight. Definitely not. Looks like a whole lot of cars pitted. Yeah, all those guys who couldn't make it to the finish, they've come into the pits now. I'm not sure if the guys in front can make it from here.
I got a cushion of, they went in a few laps before us, and I got a cushion of 4 laps.
Okay, well, with these caution laps, they might be...
Yeah, they're adding up.
They might be okay. Among them, your series admin, that number 59, Ryan Johnson, looking good there. Looks like he's got himself up to, what, P5? P4?
Yep.
Waiting for the thing that's like, yeah, P4 for Ryan Johnson. Hardest working admin in show business. Appreciate all he does to keep this series running. Pace car's off. Dan Irvine back on the point. Taking us back to green. Yeah, man on a mission is that number 3 car, Mark DeSenza. He's got a lot of ground to make up. Still got the car under him, and he makes quick work of Pops Marguson. Sets his sights on the 90 car, who recently took a hard hit himself.
Oh boy, West Dobbs sideways and off and around, I think. Let me go back
Oh,
and
goodness. West Dobbs is almost airborne there on the front, turn 1 and 2. That car is not looking good.
I mean, all I saw him was going around, and bad things are going to happen from that. No caution?
We got caution.
Okay, we got caution. All right.
Well, once again, and stop me if you've heard this one before, it all happened in the dogleg. 6-6 West Dobbs goes in there.
Well, you're
and
going
just
through there
loops
so
it.
fast, right, Dan? You know, I mean,
You got to hit
and
the brake. You got to tap them.
you got to tap them, and that's a rhythm roll. That's a road course
Yeah,
thing.
and if you catch that left tire on that brim, you're gone.
Wow. Oh, and nowhere for the 92. I don't 90. Wow.
Yeah, 92 center punched him pretty hard there. I don't think he saw him there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, really
Black
easy to
car,
do.
night track.
It's like, oh no, and that's about as much time as you got, and then there's contact.
Yeah, Will Farmer saying think green. Yeah, we're trying, man. We are trying.
Funny, I felt bad because I had 2 incidences last night. Will was one of them, and Jim was another. Apologized for wrecking their night, but they came in 3rd and 4th.
Yep, sometimes you bounce back.
That DCL.
58 of 90. 32 laps to go.
And the caution flags.
What you gonna do?
Ooh, you don't want to know the caution
What you
flags.
gonna do, Dan Jones?
We've had 9 cautions.
My plan is keep Jarvie in front of me, follow him through, let him wear up his stuff, and hopefully I just sneak under when he slides up. But I hardly see that happen. He's pretty fast.
So you got guys that have pitted now and they're back. Obviously, when you're looking back to
But then I look up at the front there: Watkins, Irvin, Yarborough, Johnson. Oh my God!
but you guys are good to the end now, right?
Yes, but they may be too now. I've expanded from 4 laps now to 6 laps on my, so they're definitely good.
Yeah, I'd say they're fine. It's going to be Matkins and Irvine battle to the finish here, I think.
No, so experience. They went in earlier,
Yeah,
and actually they got lucky here. And it's probably they probably knew that going in.
Matt Watkins always knows that.
I know, right?
Whatever that is, he knows it.
An organic calculator there driving that 15.
No doubt, right? Looking at his notes as he's doing it too, right?
Absolutely. These guys, like Rick Johnson was my teammate. Matt's wasn't, but he had notes for everything. It's like, no, Milt, this is the steering ratio you need to run. And on TeamSpeak, no, Milt, 2 tires? Are you kidding me?
I know, right? And then
4 tires.
I was following
Because I'd be
Watkins.
talking all the time, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, not saying a word. And then it was like, no, Milt, 4 tires, pit now.
Yeah, and then I've been following him, and he was revving his engine, and I have 6 laps in my tank, right? Over, so maybe I should be wearing that 6 laps out, so I'd be a lighter car. Didn't think about that until following him one race.
Exactly. That's the opposite of clutching.
Yep. Didn't even think about doing that. I've been racing here how long?
Well,
5
you
years?
know what? All the years and over 200 wins that I've had at FSP Racing, I never did that. I just learned something right now, dude.
Whether he was doing it or not, I thought that's what he was doing because he's a smart guy.
Oh, pace car's off. Let's give it one more shot here. 30 to go.
Matt Watkins in the Pat McNar, and who is that man behind him?
Billy Yarborough.
What does he do? Exactly what he's doing. He has worked his way up to P2, and can he get around that 15 guy? Gap back to third.
Ooh, the 91 Ken Shea barely kept it off the wall there.
Johnson. We haven't said his name at all. Whoa,
except when I did before.
Sideways.
3 wide, Ken headed to the dog leg. Jordan McGregor and Slim Jim sort that out, though.
Otto all over it tonight.
Oh, Alex Jarvie around.
The 31 is
major crash going to turn 1. Ken Shea tumbling on his roof. Professor's in it. Slim Jim Gately. Your dominant car at the start of the race, Alex Jarvie. He's in it.
58 on the inside of Brad Otto. Old Spice versus U.S. Marine Corps, and Old Spice wins. And Brad comes back down low into the grass and saves it. Caution is out.
Yeah, we'll get back and take a look at what happened there, but I think it started with Alex Jarvie. Your early race dominator is now, back end of that Tim Hortons machine is just, that's a donut that's had a bite taken out of it. Oh, it was right in front of Dan Jones there.
Just missed him.
Yeah, Dan just missed him, but I tell you who didn't miss him, that's... Oh, T.G. Reese was loose too heading into it, and it just snowballed from there. Here, I'll get it up now on your...
Things are ramping up, obviously.
So there you go, he's power sliding through there, but the 53 also got sideways. And bam, there goes the 91 tumbling, 23 was in it. I think the 23 will be okay, but man, Ken Shea just went flying there. Here's another look at what happened to Ken Shea there. Jordan McGregor somehow misses all this. 3 car goes sliding through the infield. Oh, 3 car hit the left side to the inside Armco barrier there.
Oh, Jordan had nowhere to go.
Let's take a look at the 3 car here. Woo! No, I think he's okay. I think Descends is okay. Just a little bit of rubber scrubbed off there.
Wow.
So yeah, heavy contact. Some serious competitors taken out in that one. Ken Shea retired on the spot. Alex Jarvie's car is just banged up.
Brings opportunity for you. Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Wright checking in from work. Thank you, Kim. Where is that 101 car?
Hard to win. I mean, and hard to finish top 10. Hard to finish, get on the podium. You know, say hi to mom. You know,
it's like
that's what you want on Friday night.
101 at Jeff Havoc is already retired, shown there 7 laps down. But I'm not seeing him on the track right now, unfortunately.
Okay, he had a bad connection, Kim was saying, had to drop out. Yeah, we had, you know, where's the 9 car? Battling in the points. That's just...
He might have had to go back to work, I don't know.
Ken Hansen.
Yeah,
right.
That's sim racing, you know. I mean, that's why they've shortened these series, and you know, so guys might be able to get 12 weeks in or whatever.
Yeah, it's good racing, and people stay longer.
But you know, a lot of times you can't. So at least you know in the season, okay, I'm going to make it when I can, or if you're really going to commit and try to win a trophy, you know.
Yeah, I think last season we saw almost full fields at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, when we were running the 20 plus race seasons, 22, 24, and if someone was out of the points by halfway, they were just gone. They just stopped showing up for the rest of the season, didn't show up to the beginning of the next one. Well, now if you're out of it, you know, after 10 weeks, well, there's only 2 more weeks left the season. Then no,
server went down.
Oh, server crash.
More than halfway, so it stands.
Wow.
Should I take an export for you guys or anything? I'm still in.
Yeah, get it quick.
Well,
Right,
we
nope,
just had
gone.
a server crash.
Okay. Shoot. Well, folks, that happens sometimes, but we did manage to save the standings. I've got a screenshot of my of what it was, the program I used to put the ticker up there. I got that. Man. Well, let me get that up then. Just gotta put it into Photoshop here. That's a tough break, but I think that we're gonna hand the win to Dan Irvine was the leader, right?
I don't know. Well, that's internet racing for you. We'll have to wait to get that back, and that's the end of the race, folks.
Yeah, unfortunately, these things do happen, like we were saying. But yeah, I do have... Just grabbing it now off my drive here.
Okay, we got winners coming up, boys.
All right.
Second and third. Matt was second, first Dan Irvine, and third was...
Yeah, hold on.
Third was Bill.
So the race is rained out from this point, and
nope, no rain out. Official race.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
So someone's a little less excited about the finish there. All right, so there we go. We got Milty and Dan grabbing our finishers there. Man, I didn't even have time to switch to the post-race scene. There we go. All right, well, congrats, Dan Irvine. That's got to be your first FSB rainout win, right?
Yeah, that's definitely my first. That's the first one I've seen since I've been here, so it's kind of. Guess I got lucky tonight.
Well, I mean, you were a strong car all night, and sometimes these wins are hard to get, and race is official, and you're the winner, so take it when you can get it. Real race car driver, and so tell us about your
bit of an up and down night there.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I pitted at the wrong time there midway through the race. I should have waited about 6 more laps and been good, because I was saving fuel there at the end. It was going to be really, really close.
Yeah, we were speculating whether you could make it or not. Dan thought you could because of all the extra cautions.
Yeah, I was banking on if I had one more caution total after this one here, I was going to be good, but it was right on the edge. So.
Oh, awesome! Good job there. Good job working your way back through some adversity, some spins, some incidents. This place is tough to pass on.
This is probably the hardest track I think we run for track position that I've seen, because it's hard to pass here. Really, really, really difficult.
Well, we saw the incidents in the dog leg with all the speed there, and then having to tap the brake and then go too wide through that section seemed to be or guys just losing it. I mean, that was definitely the tough corner.
Yeah, there's definitely a bottleneck there that after the start finish line. It's a great area. You just got to be patient, I guess.
Oh. Awesome. Well, great job there, Dan. I know you probably wanted to run it out, but you take him any way you can get him.
Yeah.
Bill Yarborough there. It was quiet all night, and then there when it counted. Man, where'd you come from, bud?
I just followed Matt to the front.
That's a sound strategy. Dan was talking about a similar one. Good job, bud.
You got away from me, that young whippersnapper.
I was just looking for a top 5 tonight.
that's the way you always run. And if you don't get into something, we always expect you at the front, and you delivered. And yeah, following that guy in the 15 is that was my strategy.
He's my crew chief.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, good job there. And how did that sticking with it at Walt Disney World help you? Because I know you almost didn't run that, and then the next thing I know, I look up, you're in second spot in the truck race last night.
The tracks are almost identical.
I think there's a bit more banking at Disney, probably a bit more grip too, but it's kind of like they rotated the two tracks around like 45 degrees or so, and yeah, because that kink is right before the start finish line instead of right after it and stuff like that. Yeah, just a couple quirky tracks tonight. Good run there, Bill. You always do good on the short tracks.
Well, thanks, Shawn.
And your second place finisher there, the winner at Walt Disney World last night, and was definitely formulating a strategy there. What did you have up your sleeve there for the 27, Matt?
Yeah, I was feeling good. I was really, really taking it easy. Saved my tire for the last 20, and I got a run on them, like a lap for that caution. And had I known, last chance.
Little did he know.
I told my team, I was like, I'm gonna back off here. It's not worth it. Still got a long way to go, but you really can't predict a server crash. And Dan had the right strategy. We had a strategy before the race even started to pit. Lap 40 was our cutoff. That caution come out around lap 40. We pit because it can make it on one stop, and you can't really pass here if you have decent speed. So we were good on fuel, good on tires, and I think me and Bill were pretty good. Dan probably would have been good. Probably had a few more cautions. So, but bittersweet. We get points tonight. Good job to Dan, Bill, all those guys. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you came in the points leader, 10 points up on Mark DeSenza. Mark found himself back in the field after a tough break there, ends up with a 13th place finish. So you'll definitely put some padding onto that. Billy Arborough with a good points night, though. Probably moves him within... Well, he still didn't gain much on Matt, but probably gained a little bit on Jordan and Mark there. So we're shaping up to have ourselves a good-looking points battle as we head down the line. I don't know if... Wait, is that updated? Did Ryan manage to get the updated points in there? Let's take a look here. I get over to FSB Racing website.
I think they're in there already.
That contact
Did he manage to? If he managed to save it in time, or got Dan's, because I know Dan Jones was trying to save it because we knew we were crashing. And check the website.
You had that contact there, Matt, but you got it slowed way down. So, did you have any damage or?
Nope.
No damage. That thing was it was very clean.
Yeah, those are last week's points. Yeah. I figured Matt's car was good. So yeah, we'll get the points. We'll either get Dan's export, or we have that screenshot I took of what it was.
I mean,
these things happen.
But these things happen with all the technology it takes to make it. And sometimes these servers do crash. Saw it, with the real guys on national TV.
Mm-hmm. I felt so much better about what we do watching those guys have all the same problems we have when they went out sim racing.
That's simulation racing, So, we move on. What do we got for next week?
Yeah, what do we have next week? Let's check the...
It's like Talladega.
Oh, Talladega.
Boo.
Boo. You guys don't like the ones where you can't run away and hide, right?
Come on, are you kidding me?
That'd be a good race.
You're correct.
Everybody else could be going boo on
It'd be exciting for the broadcast. You're right.
It says Talladega BR, but I thought Ryan was changing that. We'll see what that turns out to be. If it's that or the NRT 500. The following week after that is currently on the schedule as Montreal Revamp. That's going to be changed to Watkins Glen. During the Quarantine Cup that Ryan Johnson ran, we discovered that Montreal has some problems from a broadcast perspective, which is to say the camera angles are bad. I mean, bad doesn't even begin to describe it. You spend half a lap inside a tree instead of watching the cars. So
can't have that.
Yeah, and we found a black flag bug too in that race. So It's a cool course. I really got to like it as we got to driving, but wasn't going to cut it for the broadcast, so we're going to change that to Watkins Glen, which is a nice big road course everybody here's got lots of experience on.
And everybody's got a lot of experience, so you're going to see a good race like we've seen, with the other road races, Riverside and Watkins Glen.
Then the historic North Wilkesboro, Texas World, Nashville night, Chicago night, and then wrap it up at Atlanta 97. One of my favorite tracks. Site of the historic 1992 finale. Same configuration, the true oval. So we got some fast tracks, got some short tracks, some road course thrown in there. Nice variety. We know which track Matt's looking forward to, which is of course Talladega. So you don't have to wait long.
Absolutely.
I know it's your absolute favorite. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we've had some surprises there. So
there's only two guys I've seen that the fastest two guys I've seen pit at speed at Talladega, and that's Matt Watkins and Damian Gottstilla. So you better watch out.
Brad Otto in the chat.
Green.
Brad Otto says you got that hat there for Milty. He says mine's in the mail. He mailed it Tuesday. That's awesome. We appreciate that, Brad. Yeah, Brad's out there in Fresno, like Milty. I'm here on the other side of the country here in New Jersey. So it shall be here soon. Next week we're on the air. We'll both have our matching FSB hats. We'll be like real broadcasters or something. And there you go. His uniform.
Desperado Racing here. One of my dad's old racing teams that he raced for. And I still got this old shirt here, so got to throw that out there.
Awesome. Yeah, I love all the old racing memorabilia on the walls, on your back. It's all there. Good stuff. And so we're going to cut this one a little short tonight. It's not quite 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. I think Milty's only half drunk. So that's the first.
I'm supposed to go practice, actually, for Le Mans.
This might actually work out to your advantage. You get some semi-sober practicing. So thanks once again for our top three. Joining us here, Matt Watkins, Dan Irvine, your race winner, and third place, Billy Yarborough. Thanks, as always, my broadcast partner, Milty, joining us in sound and vision now with the Milty Cam. Thanks our series admin, Ryan Johnson, for always being on the ball. And our sponsor, Bill Farmer, not Billy Yarborough, Bill Farmer and Farmer Brothers Contracting. They're out camping right now, but throwing up the support for the hardware these guys are racing for here at the Friday night Winston Cup Series Aero 88 season. And of course our league boss and main admin, Sam Young. Thanks for all you do, and thanks everybody joining us out there in YouTube land, and we'll see you next week for Talladega, some high-speed super speedway wild card drafting action. It's always fun. We've had some surprise winners there. Hopefully we'll see one again, or at least you guys make it exciting. But for an abbreviated FSB Racing Live, I'm